afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class C motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at one of the top of the line Class C motorhomes on the market today. It's the Fleetwood Jamboree GT. This particular one is a 2003 Fleetwood Jamboree GT, the 28R. It's a 28 foot with two slide outs. Only has 11,000 miles. Ford V10 chassis, 450, ton and a half, wider wheelbase chassis too for less sway and greater driving stability. Folks, this unit is about as loaded out in 03 as you could get for a Class C, and it was almost $80,000 back in 03 prices. And of course, Fleetwood, more Class C's have been built by Fleetwood than any other brand on the market today. This is one of their top selling brands. And the GT is the top of the line in the Jamboree lineup. This is a great deal. It's only got 93 hours on a 4 kW Onan generator that's running right now, powering everything up inside. Folks, here's the thing. It's got 11,000 miles. It was a top of the line unit. You're buying it for less than half what it cost brand new back in 03. So this is really a good buy for somebody who wants one that's going to be checked out and ready to go. It's got good looking tires on it all the way around. Both slide outs have awning toppers. It's got the fiberglass exterior that looks great. Power steps. One thing you're going to notice, it's got Fleetwood's power platform, and what that is, the floor is raised up and it gives you as close to full basement storage as you're ever going to find on a Class C. Because let's be honest with you folks, most Class C's do kind of lack in storage compared to a Class A. But this power platform eliminates that problem, gives you a lot more outside storage. Awnings in excellent condition. Slide toppers in excellent condition. Motorhome runs, drives great. We drove it about 300 miles in here from South Carolina. The corners aren't beat up. They're not been backed into anything that I can tell. Bumper looks good. Got a 5,000 pound towing capacity hitch. Like I said, the exterior, I mean, it's in excellent condition. To be a 14-year-old motorhome, this thing is pretty impressive, folks. I think it's been kept undercover when it wasn't in use. It'd have to be to look this good, because I've got 2010 models that the exterior is not as good condition as this 03 model. One thing that you don't see in many Class C's is the slide out trays, or the slide out, the storage trays come out with a slide out, so you don't have to bend down and hurt your back and hit your head trying to load stuff up with the room out. It's got the running boards on the cab. Windshield looks great. Cab over looks great. You don't see any you always want to look around the cab over for water damage and delamination on the Class C's. None of that on this unit. This is a high dollar unit, folks, in its day, and it's still, like I said, one of the top of the line Class C quality wise that you can buy is the Fleetwood Jamboree GT. Dash air's ice cold, got leather captain's chairs and more. Let's look back around it. Notice the striping and finish. You know, normally I point out a stripe here or a stripe there that's cracked or peeling. Look at these stripes, folks. I can't do that with this one because they look great. One little bitty, and I just noticed it right here, folks. That's the only spot I can see on the outside. And notice how they cover the corners up with this metal versus other lower end brands that just have straight edges. That's where most leak problems occur. This one actually wraps around. So this is a lot better quality unit. Got the double sealed slide outs, which is also a nice feature. Like I said, you've got slide gasket, and gasket there. So it is very well sealed. And of course, Fleetwood, they've been one of the oldest RV manufacturers in the business. And they have built more motorhomes, Class A's and Class C's, than any other manufacturer in on the RV industry history. Of course, you've got this higher floor, so you get a couple of extra steps with it. Double power steps as we go in here, folks. I want to point out one thing. The previous owners replaced the carpet in the main walkway with a laminate floor, and it looks great. A lot easier to clean. You can just carry a broom, a Swiffer wet jet, and it's so easy to clean. The carpet's still in the bedroom area, it's still in the front cab, and still underneath the table booth and the slide out. Really nice and open, folks. Notice it's got a lot of head clearance, so whoever's sleeping in the cab over bed, they're not going to get up and hit their head unless they just do it on purpose. Front cab, no check engine lights. It's got a parking brake light on. That's it. The dash air is ice cold. Leather captain's chairs. I mean, that's the same quality chair they're going to put in Class A motorhomes that cost twice as much as this one did new. So they're very high quality captain's chairs, perfect for long drives. Of course, here's your ladder, swivel chair. Like I said, queen bed in the cab over. Table booth makes a bed, so you can sleep up to 6 people in here. Solid wood cabinetry. You can look at the carpeted headliner. No watermarks, no water stains. 94 point, I don't know how well you can see that, 94.4 hours. Runs great. Stovetop doesn't look like it's hardly been used. Oven looks great. You know, this is a pretty high-end unit, so it's actually got a gas oven and it's got a grill to convection oven, so you can actually grill in here as well as microwave something. So it's got 2 ovens, ducted air, got a countertop extender. This is only 28 foot, so this is kind of a mid-size model for a Class C. Got the 8 cubic foot Dometic refrigerator freezer that runs off gas or electric. It's already getting cold. Now, folks, even though this is a 2003 model, we're still going to go through this thing. We're going to do a major systems check, make sure all the major systems work, the ones that you're going to need camping. The same inspection that we do on $150,000 motorhomes, we're going to do on this 39.9 Class C. It's going to include, but not limited to, the running, the driving, the slide-out systems. It's going to include the generator. It's going to include all the appliances, including the air conditioner and the refrigerator. On gas and electric, by the way. It's going to include the water heater, furnace, fresh water system, stovetop oven, microwave, convection oven. It's going to include us checking the awning, all the outside compartments, make sure they all open and close and lock like they're supposed to. It's going to include us checking the power steps. It's going to include us checking all the drawers, cabinets, make sure the table folds into a bed like it's supposed to, all the lights, all the receptacles, all the converters. We check all that, folks, and anything we find wrong on that list, we fix it before you pick it up or we deliver it. Now, we don't do these inspections until we sell them, and a lot of you may wonder why we do that, but you got to realize I'm not like some dealers that just have 10 or 15 or 20 RVs on our lot. I've got 170 used RVs on my lot, so if I have to inspect these things, and it takes a full day or longer to really inspect one of these. If I have to inspect every one of these 170 used RVs before I sell them, that means I'm going to have to hire a lot more shop help. I'm talking about 15 or 20 more RV techs. Those guys don't work for cheap. I'm lucky to have what I have, and I'll be honest with you, very, very lucky to have what we have. I mean, that's, you know, and it's funny because people don't realize the hardest aspect of running a successful RV dealership is not selling them, it's not buying them, it's keeping qualified shop help to work on the RVs. That's the hardest aspect about any used RV dealership, because the RV techs are in short supply and high demand. I mean, these guys can go to these big dealerships in Florida and make $100 grand a year being an RV tech. It is a very, very, very sought after position, and I don't know why more people don't go to school for it and get certified, but I'm lucky to have what I have. But if I have to check every one of these RVs out beforehand, I'm gonna have to hire a lot more shop help, which is gonna cost us a lot more money. That means our overhead prices are gonna shoot through the roof. That means we have to mark our prices up several $1,000s to pre-check these things. And to save the kind of money we're saving you folks, trust me, waiting a couple of weeks on RV checkout is nothing if you're gonna save thousands of dollars. And that's exactly what we're gonna save you. We keep our overhead down so we can keep our prices down. And folks, I'm going to tell you, I don't foresee any problems with this one. It's just got 11,000 miles. The motor cranks right up. We drove it 300 miles in here. The generator cranks up. The roof air is cold. Refrigerator's cold. Dash air is cold. Lights work. I mean, all the major stuff that could, and the slide outs work because we brought them in and out when we got it in. So obviously, folks, all the stuff that would cost you a lot of money that if it didn't work, works. So if you wanted to take it as is, if you didn't want to wait for the inspection, you're going to get a nice motorhome and a great buy either way. Got a TV here in the back. Little get ready, makeup, get ready area. Tons of storage. Thanks to that extra slide out here in the bedroom. Queen Island bed. Got a split bath, toilet, sink on one side, shower on the other. You've got privacy curtains if you want to isolate the bedroom from the rest of, or bathroom and bedroom from the rest of the RV. Or just a bathroom itself from the rest of the RV. You can do that as well. It's a nice motorhome, folks. And remember, folks, that inspection is included for that low $39,900 price. And when you look at and try to find another one of these with 11,000 miles and 93 hours on the generator, folks, you're going to be looking for a long time. You're going to come right back to this one. I mean, this is a very high quality RV. It's higher, it's superior construction to most other brands of Class C's. It's got a lot more storage, got a lot more amenities, it's better insulated. It's going to last you a lot longer than these other brands of RVs. I'm very familiar with Fleetwood. I can't tell you how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Fleetwood Class C's that we've sold in the last 5 decades that we've been in business. I mean, these things are probably thousands of Fleetwood RVs that we've sold in the last 49 years that we've been in business. Folks, these things, Class C motorhomes right now are hard to find. Any road-ready, low-mileage used RV is in such high demand right now that, be honest with you, we were at a sale the other day, a big RV sale, big dealer-only RV auction. And it's amazing, but their inventory is half what it should be at this monthly sale because people are hanging on to these. And it was amazing to me, but the RVs that were selling and what they were bringing were more than I'm asking for them on my retail lot. And that's wholesale. And then these dealers have to take them, refurbish them, mark the price up for profit, and sell them. And they were bringing more to, like literally I could have took my whole inventory down there, which I wouldn't do that to y'all. I mean, but I could take my inventory down there and get just as much selling these to other dealers as I'm selling them to individuals for. And when I sell to other dealers, I don't have to do inspections, I don't have to do walkthroughs, demonstrations, none of that junk. A dealer to dealer sale is strictly as is, jump in it and go. I mean, dealer to dealer sale, you don't even put gas in them. But I'm not going to do that to y'all. I'm going to keep these, or I don't, you know, I'm not going to sell these at auction, even though I could get just as much right now with the current market. It's ludicrous. I've never seen these kind of prices in the 20 years I've been in this industry. Never have. And so if you're looking for a used RV, folks, the inventory right now is probably half what it's supposed to be. So what does that mean to you? That means the supply and demand is going to be a lot more demand. In other words, this unit's going to sell quicker than it would this time last year, just because there's no supply of them. And I think for those of you who've been looking online, looking at RV Trader, eBay, Craigslist, and whatever websites you use, and I probably advertise on it too, whichever website you're looking at, I think you're seeing that. Because it seems like you see one you like, you call, it's already sold or it's got a deposit on it. It happens here every day. And you know, we normally have 170 RVs. Our inventory is low right now because I literally having a hard time replacing these RVs for what I'm selling them for. And I don't, and I'm not going to lie to you folks, I have to make a profit or we wouldn't be in business. I don't get rich on the RVs that we sell. In fact, our profit margin is probably half to a third what other RV dealers charge, because we've been in business 49 years. Everything we own is paid for. We don't floor plan anything. We don't finance anything. We buy our units with cash. That way we get a better deal, and we pass those savings along to you, and that's why our prices are so much lower. But literally right now, folks, you can come here and what I've been seeing on the market, on the wholesale side of the market, I'm selling these things for what they'd bring at a dealer auction. So this is a great opportunity for you to buy a ultra low mileage motorhome, checked out, ready to go, for what a dealer is going to pay for it right now. And you know, that's something that may change in 2 or 3 months. I'm hoping it changes in 2 or 3 months, because I'm probably going to eventually run out of inventory or have to pay more for them. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, folks. But I'm just giving you a little insight in what the current state of used RV industry is right now. Haven't you noticed lately that a lot of dealers that used to carry mostly used have now switched to mostly new? And that's because of the shortage of road-ready used RVs. Biggest RV dealership in the world, there's one up the road from us. They used to carry 80 to 100 used units in stock at all times. I looked the other day, they have 8. I mean, it's just ridiculous what these things are bringing, and the shortage on the market. Of course, who wants to go spend 80 grand? And of course, if you bought this unit today, it'd be well over $100,000 because of inflation. If you bought this thing new, so who wants to go out and use something for 11,000 miles and lose half what you paid for it? But that's exactly what the previous owners of this RV did. It's $39,900. That's a haggle-free price with the inspection. The inspection also includes a walkthrough demonstration by the tech that checked it out, so you know how to operate everything. You see everything work for yourself. It also includes a starter kit, instructional DVDs, and a 45-day temporary tag. Now, folks, if you want a discount price on this RV, because like I said, folks, I will discount the unit, but keep in mind, I'm probably not going to be able to find an 11,000 mile Jamboree GT for what I'm selling this one for. I probably won't be able to replace it for a long time, at least until the market gets back to normal. And I'm not getting political, folks, but the economy is up right now. People are spending more money. That's why there's a shortage of used RVs, because of the current president. He's really done a number for our economy. The Dow Jones is up. Unemployment 16-year low, and the economy is just booming right now. And that's why these things are in such short supply, because people now have extra money to buy luxury items like RVs and boats, and it's creating a vacuum in the supply. So, like I said, I'm not trying to get political, but, you know, that's why our economy is doing good right now. But keep in mind, it just, like I said, I'm not going to be able to replace this thing for what I'm selling it for. So this is a great opportunity for you, because you may not see another 11,000 mile motorhome like this for $39,900 for several more months, because I probably won't be able to buy one that I can sell for that for several more months. I just got lucky on this one. Give us a call, 706-965-7929. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747. Visit our website, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. I've even got my own Facebook page, folks, Big Bo. If you want to search it up, send me a friend request. I'll be more than happy to accept it, and I post a lot of stuff on my Facebook page. You can message us, you can email us, you can call us. We prefer phone calls because, folks, we sell almost 600 used RVs a year. I have 4 non-commissioned salespeople. These guys don't have a lot of time to spend behind a computer answering emails. They're either on the phone or on the lot with appointments. And I always recommend calling instead of emailing for faster response. I know it's old-fashioned, but it works, folks. Just You know, it's a little known function on today's phones that people don't realize that you can actually call people on. And I'm going to tell you, it works. And the reason being, and like I said, my guys don't spend a lot of time behind computers because they just don't have the time. They're usually booked. So I've got salespeople that are booked up on appointments 5 days in advance. Not all of them, but I do have 1 or 2 of them that are. So if you call ahead, you'll get an available salesperson, and they can give you more information in a 5-minute phone call than you can get spending an hour writing emails and sending them back and forth. And that's the way our salespeople prefer it. And I'm not going to say that you won't get a response to an email. We answer every email we get that's not spam. But sometimes it takes 24 hours to get a response because they just don't simply have time to sit there and write a response. They prefer to take it by phone. And that way they can give you the information, be off the phone, and go on to the next customer line. And I'm sorry about that, folks, but the way we pay our salespeople, we can't afford to hire 30 or 40 salespeople. And it saves you a lot of money doing it the way we do it, too. You just got to realize the fact that we don't use commissioned salespeople. We pay our salespeople salary. They get paid the same whether you buy this motorhome, whether you buy the one next to it, if you buy the one the next row over, if you go up the road and buy one, or buy one at a whole entirely different dealership. They get paid the same. This way there's no sales pressure, no games or gimmicks, and makes it a whole lot less stressful on the buyer and us as the seller by not using commissioned salespeople. But I can't afford to hire 30 people and pay them salary to sell RVs. That's why I have 4, because it's like I was saying earlier. The more people I have to hire, the higher my overhead is, the higher my prices have to be, and then nobody wins when that happens. We keep our prices lower than anybody else on the internet. We don't nickel and dime you to death. We don't charge extra fees. You know, you can get online, you Google's RV shopper's best friend. You can look at every 2003 Jamboree GT on the market today with a few keystrokes on Google, most of them with prices, and see how many of them you see with 11,000 miles for this price in this nice of condition. You'll be looking for a long time, and like I said, you'll come right back to this one. So please call. You can email, but expect a 24-hour delay on a response to an email, and during that 24 hours, somebody else could have seen my ad, called, left a deposit, and you lost out on it. Give us a call. Email us, sales@parkway-rv-center.com. Like I said, we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and more. And we're going to make it easy. We're going to make it less stressful. We're going to sell you a nice RV. And even if this isn't exactly what you're looking for, folks, I've got a great selection of pre-owned used Class C's. I've got pre-owned used Class B's and B pluses, Class A's, gas, diesel. I've got 170 used RVs in stock, more than any dealership in a 500-mile radius of us. We're one of the largest, oldest, and most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the South today. And in the United States and whole, we're the oldest used RV dealership in the state of Georgia by several years. You know, we've been doing this a long time. There's not much we haven't seen. There's not much we haven't run into. If you've got something to trade that nobody else wants, a lot of times we say yes. You know, I traded for a Model T golf cart the other day. I've traded for guns, for jewelry, for local property. I've traded for classic cars, lawn equipment, tractors, tools. I've traded for gold, silver, coins. Anything that I can put a value on and anything that I can sell, I'll trade for. Folks, I remember a few years ago, I traded for about $3,000 worth of custom fishing lures and sold them online. I mean, I'll trade for anything that I can put a value on and resell, legally that is, and anything that I don't have to feed, so I can't trade for farm animals. But even though, believe it or not, I've actually had people try to trade me farm animals. But anyway, so if you've got something different, concession stands, I've traded for them. I've traded for police, decommissioned police vehicles, SWAT vans. I've traded for news vans, tractors. I mean, I've traded for semi trucks. If you've got something nobody else wants, folks, a lot of times we'll say yes. If we can get in it where we can sell it quick and sell it and make somebody a bargain, we'll trade for it. Motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, jet skis, boats. I've traded for 90-foot houseboats before. I mean, if I can, like I said, if I can sell it, I'll trade for it. So give us a call, drop us an email. No commission salespeople, so you're not overpaying by the unit by paying 25% extra for the RV to cover the RV salesperson's commission, because that's exactly what you do if you go anywhere else that has commission salespeople. They don't pay them by the hour. They pay them 25% of the gross profit. That means they have to mark their units up 25% to cover that salesperson's commission, and you overpay by thousands. And we can save you money. We have financing available. We have delivery available. We've sold to buyers from all 50 states, including multiple sales to Alaska and Hawaii. We've sent right at 2,500 RVs all over Canada, coast to coast. You know, we have 4 or 5 sets of buyers that fly into Chattanooga, Tennessee every single week to buy from us. We'll pick you up for free during business hours at the Chattanooga, Tennessee airport. We make it easy, stress-free. You can come here and look at 170 used RVs, completely unescorted by a salesperson. Now, if you do want to be escorted by a salesperson, we do ask that you call ahead with a minimum 24-hour notice and make an appointment with a salesperson, like coming to see the doctor. And it just goes back to what I was saying, 600 RVs a year for salespeople. These guys stay busy. A lot of times they don't even get a chance to eat lunch. So if you just want to come browse, you can. And if you see something you like, you can have a seat in the showroom. One of them will get to you as soon as they're freed up. You may have to wait a few minutes, may have to wait longer than that, or may not have to wait at all. Just depends on who's got appointments at the time you come in. If you want to call ahead, make an appointment, they'll set aside some time for you. They'll walk around the lot with you, spend some time, answer any questions, sell you some units. And it's as easy as that, folks. You pick how you want to buy, as is or checked out. You do get a discount if you take it as is, the good with the bad. And even if you are buying it as is, we will still run the generator or plug it into power, let you go through it and see what works and what doesn't before you decide if you want to take it as is or you want us to inspect it. We give you 2 different options, 2 different prices. If you want to come look without a salesperson or you want to look with a salesperson, we give you that option. We can't make it any more easier than that, and do all of that and sell it for the lowest prices on the internet with no extra sales fees, no games, gimmicks, surprises, drama, or trouble. That's us, folks. 49 years family owned and operated since 1968. Give us a call. Drop us an email. I look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Thank you for watching.